To be honest, I don't really know what I can say about Agent P that hasn't already been said. Did you know he was actually better in Garden Warfare 1? I got on Garden Warfare 1. Don't fucking scare me like that. The game that precedes Garden Warfare 2. In Garden Warfare 1, Agent P was the best plant because, well, there just wasn't any other better plants. I mean, no shit. If he's the best, then obviously no one's better. But to me, it's not even close. Like, think about it. Yes, you, think about it. Which other plant even comes close to Agent P? Maybe Plasma Pea, Future Cactus, Slop Pea is similar, I guess. What? But it really feels like he gaps the rest of the plants. Hell, if you don't count Super Commando, you could even say the same for all the other zombies. But that's me being a little coy. He's incredibly good despite that, his gimmick being he does double damage on headshot while shooting moderately fast. If you hit all body shots, this character doesn't really do anything. And if you hit all headshots, this is the best character in the game, bar none. And if you don't play this game, hi. Headshots are surprisingly easy. Even easier if you're a zombie because, well, this is your target. Yes, perk petals count as a head hitbox too. It's actually funny to theorize that the devs recognize this because there are 2 double damage on headshot plants and not a single one on the zombies. So what's the drawback to this character? Is it the lack of splash damage and 25 health? Yeah? Does it do anything? Yeah, so in the transition to Garden Warfare 2, they did do some balance adjustments. Like, Alien Flower's actually good now, and Chomp Thing's gimmick actually fucking works, that too. And they nerfed Agent P's only competition, Super Commando, to have 1 less ammo. They didn't touch Agent P at all. According to PopCap, this makes perfect sense to keep in the game. Why? Why would they do that? I just wanted to have fun! These plants are fucking war criminals. Except this one. He's licensed to vanquish. Sweet. I wonder what the implications of that are. Am I supposed to believe that plants are the good guys? When they use tactical cukes? When they use atomic pomegranates? When they have Agent P?
I'll be crying if I look like that too, bro. That's fucked up what they be doing to y'all.
Overall, his design's pretty good, even if it's almost indistinguishable to the normal pea shooter at times. And I like how simple it is. It's like a pea shooter with fancy clothes on and a cool silencer. And when I say like a pea shooter, I really mean it's actually just the pea shooter. His cannon shape is the exact same, unlike the other 2 naturally green pea shooters, which kind of implies that Agent P was the pea shooter who just decided, I want to become an assassin. B-tier design. I just kind of wish he looked a little more different, you know? He's got cool hair. I love it. I don't know. Maybe give him a mustache or... Ooh. It's not slander if it's true. Oh yeah, so Agent P, he's got upgrades, right? Probably some of the most boring in the game. He's got a damage upgrade. It's actually helpful. It helps kill soldier 1 shot faster, and in my opinion, that is a really important 1v1 to win as Agent P, so good. His reload upgrade and ammo upgrade, they exist. They do make him better. I know, riveting stuff. Garden Warfare 2's upgrade system is kind of bonkers, guys, I know. I guess if there's anything that's unique about it, he is one of the people who actually does consider running health upgrades because it helps him not die in his kill or don't be killed playstyle. Oh yeah, his playstyle. Is he a stealthy assassin that hides in the shadows to gain an edge over opponents by catching them when they're... No. That's what Chomper's supposed to be, by the way, and he's not even that good at it. Agent P is. He is that good at it. But he was balanced around getting into 1v1s and killing the opponent before he dies, or he'll die trying. If you feel like I've ever said that before, it's cause I have. I've said that in reference to the meta of this game. The better your character is at killing others before they get killed, the higher they are on a tier list. It's really that simple. And you may have noticed that Agent P is at the ultimate apex, the tippy top of the tier list. And that's because, in my personal opinion, he is the best character in the game because no one does what he does better. The characters in the highest tier of my tier list all have something in common. It's the ability to get into fights, win, and get out with minimal damage or just flat out win duels because they're just better. And if you think the tier list is a little weird and unfair in that regard, I'll give you some insight. The tier list is not shaped around how proficient a character is in their playstyle or niche, but how comparable they are to Agent P. He is, in my opinion, the best character in the game. I said it again. There's nothing special about him. He doesn't rely on ice to finish off his opponents. He doesn't rely on fire to wither enemies to ash. He doesn't even play differently from a normal pea shooter. And he doesn't need to. The game isn't looking for how special a character can play. It's just looking for a character who's really good at killing others so they themselves can live. Agent P just happens to be that character. he's him. And the reason why I think it's so easy to grade off of Agent P is because of how basic he is. I mean, yeah, if you don't count his headshot gimmick. But realistically speaking, he doesn't do anything special, right? So I feel like every character should be able to do what he does, except, you know, balancing is weird and nobody actually does, so he just kind of is the best character in the game. Anyway, in my opinion, this game doesn't really have value anywhere else. Sure, support has its utility, but who cares when you have ZMech DPS on your primary? Yeah, by the way, Agent P has ZMech DPS on his primary. I'm not kidding. Hopefully that put things into perspective. And instead of realizing that I was being hyperbolic, you realize, oh shoot, this guy actually has ZMech DPS. Yeah, and if you think it's just a range thing, well, you're sorta right. He goes from a top 4 DPS in the game at point blank to top 2, and at worst, he's hitting top 6 DPS. At his worst. This guy got no changes from Garden Warfare 1, by the way. And there was no ZMech in Garden Warfare 1 either, so he just had the best primary in the game. For the funsies. No, but it's fair because he has less health. That means you can kill him faster, right? Right? What the fuck? Why did I even spawn here? Ah! Alright guys, welcome to my awesome proving the straw man wrong part of the video. Oh, that's weird. I can't shoot anymore because he kind of laid my ass on the ground. So what's the counterplay to this? I don't know why I'm asking. I feel like I should know. And I so do. It doesn't exist. There is no counterplay. Okay, technically there is. You just have to be evasive and keep your head out of sight, which is possible, usually with a right-hand peek. You are a zombie, so it's a little better than if you were a plant doing this, but bold of you to assume that things would be that simple. The Agent P can play the game too, you know, and he has hyper. So any advantage you got from being in a good position could probably just end up working against you anyway. So, I mean, I guess if that doesn't work, you could always just not have a head hitbox. ZMechs! Yeah, you can get in one of those. Yeah, so long as you're in a ZMech, you don't have a head hitbox, and Agent P shouldn't be able to kill you with unfair amounts of DPS. Right? Yeah, so funny enough, this is Pea Shooter we're talking about. Pea Gatling actually has more DPS than every ZMech in the game. Isn't that fucking amazing? I'm not sure if it's the highest DPS in the game, period, but it's pretty fucking close. Yeah, so he's just kind of the best character in the game if he hits headshots. If he doesn't really do a lot, but I promise you it's really not that hard. It's Garden Warfare 2. You're basically playing against a bunch of bobbleheads, and for some reason, SB when he melees, his head hitbox kind of like stays in the same place, so ironically it makes it easier to hit him. I don't get how that works. Also, there's Hover Go too. His, like, in a 1v1, if you're facing right at Agent P, the only thing Agent P can hit is your head. So, yeah, you might want to switch off your character. What do you actually even do, bro? Pocket the Captain Cannon? Yeah, kill yourself. Yeah, so, that's the end of the video. Okay, bye. Which kind of implies that Agent P was the Pea Shooter who just decided, I want to become an assassin. It's kind of like a what if. What if Pea Shooter was trapped and betrayed in the Gnomeverse?